Eagles way of boxing. Y'all know what it is. Gotta make sure we got the camera in right? We got it? We good. We good. I was looking at my cell phone screen the other day with no glasses on, man. My eyes about this big. Look like I've been smoking them up. But of course, you know I don't. Ah, chiqua. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Friday wrap. Friday wrap. Don't get it confused with Saturday rap or Sunday rap. I'll be rapping about something else. Yeah. I'm still sitting here all twisted up, but I'll be okay. Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis. Let's go. Don't even ask me why I even brought that up or saying it. That's the kind of stuff we got to deal with. I don't know. What I can do, I can say that Ryan Garcia, he's pretty fast, but being fast and scared at the same time, not necessarily gonna work out. If you scared and fast at on your speed, a lot of times you're backpedaling. You know, when you're throwing punches, and it doesn't work out for you. Let me find my trivia. No, not regular trivia. I was just looking at something. Maybe it's on this page. Let's see. Do 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 do. Let me see here. All right. That's right, Eagle Quiet. That's how I do, man. I'll wait for y'all to get in here, then we'll talk about it. So, I think the last time we was in here, I gave you guys a little bit of information, the information that they kind of hide. You know, when it comes to Ali, how they hid the information about the medal situation. That's why you can't go by what Hollywood says sometimes. You already know that they're gonna try to glamorize it as much as they can, or clean it up, or make it seem like, oh, that's what happened. Because a lot of times what happens when you watch a movie is you end up believing the movie over the true, story. That's what you end up doing. You end up believing, oh, well, I saw it on TV. That's why when I was growing up, people just always say that, you know, read the books, read the book. Yep. Let's go. Let's go. Nobody here. Nobody. Y'all not coming in for the rap today? What's up now? Huh? Where's my people at for the rap? Let me gather stuff together. Let me gather stuff together. Yeah, once I get this stuff together, you guys will behave then. Stop. Okay, here we go. Let me. I try to find interesting things to use, little tools and stuff. I think this is gonna help us out. Hold on just 1 second. Yes. Yeah, I'm just looking for. Okay. I can pick it out. See if I can find it on here. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Right here. Right there. Okay, right there. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, nobody's. Yeah, let me see. Yeah. So probably what I'm looking at here, you guys probably can look. They actually have a book out, and I think it's the right one, but I'm not 100% sure. What we're gonna find out. So. Who's here yet? I see y'all did Derek Bailey. I'm looking for something right now. Hold on, man. Anytime I take the picture down. Um, hold on a second, man. Uh, okay, so maybe it's more than one. Okay. Okay, I see it again. Oh, that's actually cool. Um, so it's two people. I'll talk about it again. So look up. Which I didn't even know this guy really. Have you seen? Um, he don't like ABB. Derek don't like AB being up there. All right. All right. I took it down. Uh, oh boy, goodness. How's it going, man? It's my bad, man. Yeah, I know. I should have. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. I fixed it for you. Okay, so um, probably an interesting book. You guys like the MMA? Uh, so there's an old one of the first fighters that's still actually active. They say he's still active. Frederick. So look at Frederick Peterson. Frederick Peterson. They actually have a paperback, and it chronicles his life. You know, from World War II all the way up until until now. That sounds like a long time, but anyway, check that out. And then also, I was going to ask you guys. I think I cannot find. I guess that's why it's good not to be able to use. It's good not to be able to use Google sometimes. Yep. Okay. Let's look at this boxing history. No, that's the wrong one. It looks like it. Sid Shields. Okay, I can ask that question. So, what do you know about a fighter out of Glasgow called Sid Shields? You guys cover stuff. You guys been having people like that in your discussions, like your trivia. Sid Shields. Okay, so I found a good little site here. I'm not looking for this. I found something else, but I was looking for something else. I'm looking for Frederick Patterson, but I can't find him online. So I don't understand why I can't find him. And you know what's holding me up is because there's another Patterson that outweighs him by a lot as far as history-wise, so that we can't find him. So yeah, so that's a question. And if you guys know who Frederick Patterson is, you guys know anything about Frederick Patterson? Let's listen.
And operate a car manufacturing business. Not new for Mr. Patterson.
But Frederick Patterson, this is something you don't know. And this is good. It's kind of, in a sense, it's good. It's kind of good that, okay, it is actually in Google. It's on Google search. But let's see how important he was, Derek.
First African American to.
There we go.
First African American to.
We're using that word again, but I don't mind it. As long as we can get a point across. As long as we're getting a point across, go ahead and use the word African American, black, whatever. I'm tired of it because black's been used for 50 years now. People don't even know that.
Was the first African American to own and. Patterson was the first African American to own.
I can't get it set up right, brother.
Frederick D. Patterson was the first African American.
So I guess you can hear
to own and operate a car manufacturing business. Not new for Mr. Patterson was being a noteworthy first. While a student at Ohio State University, he became the first African American to play on the school's football team. After college, he returned to Greenfield, Ohio in the late 1800s and joined his father in the family-owned horse-drawn carriage business, which later became C.R. Patterson and Sons. When his father died in 1910, Mr. Patterson took over the business. An astute entrepreneur, he recognized that the new horseless carriages presented his company with a golden chance to expand. Seizing this opportunity, he converted his company in the early 1900s from producing horse-drawn carriages to manufacturing automobiles and made 150 cars. In 1915, he became known for his Greenfield Patterson automobile that he produced in two styles, each costing about $850. Those two styles competed with the popular Model T being manufactured by Henry Ford. Mr. Patterson's business became so profitable that he made an even larger expansion and shifted to making buses and trucks. With his eye on the future, he created a steady customer base by building strong relationships with numerous school districts. Frederick D. Patterson was the first.
See? Now he's like us, a veteran. First to play football on this team. So, that's amazing, man. I was almost today's years old. You know, it wasn't too long ago that I found that out. Just a little while. That I didn't even really know. I never thought to look back. Because they hate achievements when you got a certain skin color. They hate all your achievements. So you got to look back and see that maybe they might even stole the company today. Because it sounds a little bit familiar. School bus manufacturer. Went from horse-drawn carriages to his own car. 150 cars, that's quite a bit. 150. He didn't make a fortune out of them, but shit, that's like about 40, what is it? Let me see, 800, so 10 times 8,000, 80,000. So he made like about $120,000 on cars back in the day, then switched over to buses. And if we did some research, we would probably find that the reason he switched over to buses is because he might have been getting threatened with cars. See, nobody gets the chance to, to dig all into that, but he might have been getting threatened because you got to realize the Model T or whatever was out then. And we can't have no N-word making better cars than us. That's to say, if he really was African, if he didn't have roots in Africa just because he's brown skinned. Ah, Derek, come on, I'm late. No, you late. Get your ass in here. Sit your ass down. Yeah, salute the Eagle. Salute to Derek. He said, take the picture down. Of course, I did. Then he got the dough face. Don't! Eagle. Not funny, Eagle. I see that other picture. Did a swap for AB. Eating it right there. He getting stretched. Look how stretched out he is. He getting stretched. And they emphasize it too. A nice long shot. They showing the arm way out like, yeah, like I just landed it. His arm ain't even put back in the defense yet because he don't have to worry about it because AB is stretched. He stretched him out. Yep. He said, no, never heard of him. Yeah. We'll have to look him up. I should know that name. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody should know that name, right? Yeah, I couldn't imagine being the first player at Ohio State. That's Klan. Yeah, the Klan, straight up Midwest. That's Midwest. That's straight up Klan country. Yeah, I'm going to look him up. They probably sabotage him. Yeah, we got to do some more research on him. Yeah, I'm trying to. I think they changed the library on me, so I'm not gonna be able to. I won't be able to hit the library up like I wanted to, but I'm still gonna try. I gotta get my ass up over there. Yeah, I gotta get my ass over to the library because I gotta pull some books out. There's a lot of stuff I got. I can't get enough books from the library. You know what you do is shut up, Google. Hey, Google, shut up. Hey, Google, stop. Shut your ass up talking to me. So, yeah, so this is what we have to do if we're not going to have the books, because some of the books are way too expensive. So what we got to do, if we're not going to have the books, we have to, get the reference number and stuff like that. It's good to know the book. So it's really good to know the book. And the other guy is Frederick Patterson. Frederick Patterson was actually, Peterson, not Frederick Patterson. That was Patterson. But Frederick Peterson, that was the one that was in the martial arts and stuff. Yep. So that's another one. So you got a Patterson and you got a Peterson to look up. Yeah, we might have to do History Day in here sometime, so we can figure it out. Got another one. Let's just listen in on F-Boy. Of course, that's Ryan Garcia saying how he's going to whoop Tank's ass. Yeah. That part, that's what you're going to do. Yeah. Yeah, you can digitally take out books from the library. I like that. I want to have it. I know. I don't even mess with that PDF shit. And plus, I'm not downloading. Or I think PDF goes to a file. I got that on maybe two of my computers. The other one I don't. It would be good if you can get a free copy. That's always nice, so you don't have to actually buy the book. But it takes up a lot of paper, though. That's a whole lot of paper. That's a whole lot of paper. But yeah, it would be nice, to have the books, though, just to, whichever ones, because what's going to happen is you're going to find there's going to be too many, brother. It's going to be way too many books you like. So you can do the download and all that, but I don't trust, even the computers, they be going out. You know what I mean? So it's good to maybe just try to find a book at a used book, used bookstore or something like that, or maybe on sale. I gotta find that site again because I had that site where they had the books where you can get them cheaper. Like shit, I got that damn dictionary for like $5. Best site for older books. Oh, that ain't working. Back here. Showing. Nope, that ain't working. I still got this pressure on my back, so trying to find something to make me to alleviate it a little bit. I don't want to break it. Try to find something to help out. Don't nothing ever help out though. I mean, not lately, man. I don't like being like this. I go from jacking up one thing to the next. Yeah, this one's horrible though. Yeah. So I got this little belt. That shit ain't doing nothing. We gotta take that off because it's not doing anything. Got my air going. Yep. Yep. You said you gotta go around to the used bookstores. Yeah. I got one close to the house, man. Believe me, it's only like a mile away. It may be like a mile and a quarter or something like that away from me, but I already know these people over here. Where I live at, I'm Freaker's Books is gonna be up there. But you know what? For the benefit of the doubt, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna just go in there and walk around just to check. But then there's another spot also where the rich whiteys live that it would probably be good to go over there. I'll be able to pick up stuff like that because it would be cheaper over there. Because certain shit they not interested in. Yeah, we got to go get some. We got to go find some real history and stuff like that. Oh, you just found it yourself right now? Yep. Oh, thriftbooks.com. Okay. There's I don't know. I have to look. Let me check and see if it's on this computer. It might be on this one. Let me check real quick. No, I don't think it's gonna be on here because I'm looking at some of the stuff I got. Yeah. It's not gonna be on this one. Yes, it's under another browser setting. It might be on a whole nother browser setting. Let me see. If I can, let me see. Check it out. No, I can't even open it right now. Let me see. Maybe. Nope, I can't open it right there. Got another piece of history for you too, Derek. Since Derek's in here, I got another piece of history for you. And we talk about whatever. This is Friday rap anyway. Got a couple of fights coming up this weekend. We don't have a lot, so we're gonna do whatever. So this one I didn't know is Bluetooth itself. I got to pull the information up, but it was from was it Prince? No, not Prince. But I tell you, it was named after King Harold. His last name was Gormson. King Harold Gormson. So Gormsson. Gormsson. You might want to check that out too, because I know you like to keep aware of certain shit. He was he was well known for two things, like bringing Denmark together with Norway in 958, and his dead tooth. A lot of people said, a lot of people didn't know it was because of the dead tooth. They thought it because he liked to, because of the royalty and stuff, the blue, so they called him Blue Tooth. And matter of fact, if you ever look at it, it's because of his dead tooth. That's where Bluetooth got his name. But if you look at the symbol, it is actually the same symbol for him, and he was actual Viking. But they called him a king, but he was an actual Viking. And then they have the Celtic symbolism. Of course, I don't have it. I don't have it pulled up, and I don't know if I can find it here. But maybe you'll be able to find it. But yeah, I thought that was interesting and stuff when I found that out. It's just little stuff that I have saved, and like I always say, there's things that I have saved, and then I'll go over it like later. I'm like, okay, I'll run into it, like some stuff I want to talk about, and then we get to cooking on something else, and so I leave all this stuff out. It's like, no, this would be kind of interesting. I think the guys would like this also, so they can start putting stuff in perspective, be wondering why stuff gets certain names. Like Bluetooth. For me, I didn't give a shit at first, but now you start realizing there's always something, when they come up with something, is honoring some Greek god or something like that, or something like that, or somebody from the past. Always. It seems like it's never nothing, it's never a legit reason. When I say legit, it's never a reason that we care about. It's nothing to celebrate us. And so then I found out the thing about Patterson. I'm saying, wait a minute now. So once I found that out, I'm like, wow, that's something else. Did he actually made his own car? Damn, he did a lot of stuff, man. First player on Ohio State football team that was of color. But then we don't get credit. When I say we, the darker people get absolutely no credit for nothing. They don't want to give us credit for nothing. Like, they hate us. They won't give us credit for nothing. Then you find out, wait a minute, we had a car manufacturer. We sitting there, everybody's worried right now about, the American stuff, like the Ford trucks and all that. How come we don't have our own truck? And when I say we, it could be, anybody can be involved, but the main person I want to be in charge, like the CEO and everything else, the person, for the majority, because I don't want to sound, I'm not going to do no kind of racist bullshit. For the majority of the people, the inventors and stuff, I want them to be of color. And why? Because they got the Tesla. Come on, that shit is not even hard to, it's not even hard to invent something like that, like a Tesla. Get out of here. They're making a big deal out of some shit. It's just it's a motor that runs off electricity. Duh, like that. Has that never been done before? Come on. What they need to work on, I can tell you what they need to work on, which I know what they need to work on. They need to work on something that works off of all the elements. Like it gets power from the wind and from the sun and regenerates the power, and have a motor. All the motors have to be like so sufficient that when you slow it down, it's almost like it recovers almost all the power that you lose. Tesla's not like that. I know Tesla slow down if you are away, like you get too far away from a charging station, they start slowing down if you start getting low. If you start getting too low, you can't hit but a certain speed. I'll check that out too, at thriftbooks.com. I'll look for the other one over here to see if I can find it. I know where one is. I know, but the computer is out. I got to get me a shit. I'm surprised. If it still even work, I'd be surprised. But yeah, I got to get me a battery for it. I can just go down the street, try to get me a battery. Oh, okay, you had to switch. Yep. condition. You take out books, yeah. Go around the old used bookstores to see. I just found it myself. Got that thriftbooks.com. Said right. Okay, I had to switch devices. Yeah. So, that's a lot of. We always can have a lot of stuff, but this is not the the right form. I got so many other things that I do, little small stuff. Cause I got stupid. I'm on TikTok, but I'm doing something else on there. I just do a few little clips on there. So I was using it to promote, but then I stopped. Like I said, I lost one. My model lost too much weight. I haven't really found nobody. I be looking for girls though. Like, okay. So maybe I can do my commercial on there. Yeah, because I got to do more. I got to really work hard on that when I can. And I still got to do that. The Rumble, I think that's what you said it was. And they got some other platforms that's coming up too, because they're about to take TikTok down. They're starting to highly censor TikTok because there's too much truth coming out on there. A lot of truth, man. If you don't have a TikTok, I would suggest that you get one and just pay attention. You don't have to say nothing or do nothing. Just add it and just start looking at some of the content people come up with. Just run through everything. You see all the girls, just run through that shit. Like, when girls are just twerking and all shit, just run through that shit and try to find something that's meaningful. Because that twerking shit ain't going to get you nowhere. They got millions of followers anyway. They not going to pay you no attention. Try to find somebody on there actually talking about something. And, damn, my heartfelt, not necessarily condolences, but concern goes out for the people down there in St. Louis. If that's true, I don't know if it's true or not, but they supposed to be then flooded out down there, St. Louis, and it was somewhere else. I guess Texas had flooded out a little bit in Texas, but St. Louis has flooded out, and it was something else that flooded out. I forget. There was another state or something that had flooded out. Oh yeah, Las Vegas flooded out. From what I know, I got that information off there. That Las Vegas. Anybody knows about Las Vegas flooding out? They going to have to make me get an electric vehicle. I worry about the environment, but this is about control, in my opinion. Of course, that's why we got to come up with our own, man. We got to come up with our own, and then see, the thing is, we can't let whoever the main inventor is, the people that know that have the technical savvy. We can't let nothing happen to them. Yeah, they keep all this shit out the news, brother. Las Vegas done flooded, and St. Louis done flooded. They don't. You know why? Because they have to do certain evil shit up in there. I'm sorry, that's not no hate speech. They gotta do certain shit up in there. You know they up to something, man. They up to something, brother. I've been around long enough to know that they up to something. Oh, up to something, motherfuckers. Oh yeah. Yeah, but we just have to protect the top engineers. That's all. It's too simple, man. Yep, Vegas. Never heard of that. Cause Lake Mead, right? So Lake Mead disappeared. It's not very much water left in Lake Mead. The Hoover Dam, ain't nothing flowing over that because there ain't enough water. They can't even open up the floodgates. They can't generate power because there's no water going there. Look on the other side of the dam, and the whole dam. You never seen a dam dried out on both sides, like completely dry on both sides. Yep. So the dam is completely dried on both sides. Somebody drove up there and checked it. I was like, wow. It's not like I didn't know. I just say, all I said was nice. I put my comment up. I always say yes. I always say nice, like it's good. It's good that it happened, man, because maybe people will finally wake up. People are too stupid to wake up because everything is given to you. All your power, everything is given to you. You got no brain. You can't think, on your own. At least I got a few things here so I could survive. You know what I mean? I got an extra battery up in the house that stays charged up so I can have portable power. I got a little portable stove. And you don't have to have the biggest thing. It's a little small portable stove. It's no bigger than a regular pot. Matter of fact, I could store it inside of a regular pot. 15 minutes a day, whatever. That's 4 hours of use. You know, if you have to use it, and most other stuff, hey, you eating raw, whatever. You just want your drink in the morning. You know, make you some hot tea, something like that. Then of course you make your fires or whatever. People just ain't ready. People ain't ready to try to survive. Just think about it. If you had to get out your house, I'll give you a long time. I'll give you half an hour to get out your house. People wouldn't know what to do. They'll be running their head in the walls. They wouldn't know. Because they don't know what's the most important. They're not going to grab stuff like blankets. They're not going to grab stuff like, candles and, gas and supplies. They're going to be worried about jewelry and all that type of shit, man. Forget that shit. Yeah, that's the last thing you get. If you can get it at the very end, you grab your gold or whatever. But keep that shit packed anyway, so you ain't got to worry about grabbing it. Just leave it. You leave it packed up. Don't be leaving it all displayed. You know what I mean? Don't leave that shit displayed. Leave that shit in a like a little box, safe box or something like that, where you can grab that shit. All your money, all your treasure be in one little box or something, or in a few boxes throughout the house. But you got to grab shit to cover your feet, cover your head, cover your body, and to keep you warm, and some food. That's it. The rest of the shit, you just got to look at it and say, "Oh, it was nice having you. Goodbye." You know, and then grab the smallest trinkets or whatever. Big shit, you got to leave all this big shit. You just can't take that shit with you. But people are so. Now, I actually hear these people for the St. Louis. The Vegas, I didn't really hear. There was no live sound or nothing like that to where I could hear anybody. But in St. Louis, there was a lady that everybody was like trapped. No, not. I don't know if I want to use the word trapped, but they was safe in a store or something like that. And you see all the streets are flooded, and some girl was in there screaming, "Oh, this ain't right! I need to go!" And she wanted to go, so she's breaking loose from everybody, and she wants to go out the door, and they just let her. Nobody talks any sense into her. She wants to walk home, and you see water is just as high as cars, and it don't take water that high. 3 feet of water, less than 3 feet of water, can sweep your ass away. When it's spread out like that, she wants to try to walk home in that shit. Don't you know once that water just running to the lowest point, how fast that water can get up to? And once it tips your ass over, it's not letting you not getting back up. Especially if you got any kind of slickness on your shoes, and you might be going over ground, you might be going on top of grass. You're not standing up. Even if you got good shoes, you're not going to stand up in grass once that water hits you. And you're not going to outswim the current. Why would you want to go home? You all mad at the sky. You mad at nature. Get mad at these people that caused this to happen. You know? Nobody wants to petition to get the government right. I tried it a long time ago. People just don't listen. I passed out the papers to show people where humanity and stuff originated. It's probably hundreds of books that you could check out. And I had a whole list. And all you were supposed to do was pass one out. There's a little pamphlet, maybe 10 pages of resources to check out, how the, what really went down, but we still don't know. But at least you have that comfort of knowing that you got something to research. I passed that out. I was only supposed to pass it out. You're supposed to pass it out to one person, and that's their gift. The only thing that they had to do was make copies of it and pass it out to one person, and so on and so on. So it should be millions of people with that, because I passed it out, I'm going to say like 4 or 5 years ago. I passed it out. And matter of fact, I gave it to more than one person. All you were supposed to do is contact the person who gave it to you and tell them who you gave it to. Just like that there. You were supposed to pass it out. And the first person I gave it to, he said he couldn't find nobody that was reliable enough to give it to. People, I'm like, dang, just one person? I said, I found you. Matter of fact, I found you and like 5 other people. Or 5 or 6 other people I passed it out to. Not one of them got back to me and said they passed it out. That's how lost people are, man. I'm just telling you. If you're going to do something positive for the people, you got to believe that it's going to be you and 2 other people. It's not going to be very many. So that's even when I'm talking about getting, to get this land and stuff together. I'm saying, for all the acres I want to get, I'm thinking, well, I might not even get as many acres as I wanted to, because it's just not going to be the follow. The people ain't going to be there. They're not going to be wanting to set up and just start on their own and just like have a workshop like, this is how we're going to build this. Then we're going to build our own little power plant. Who can stop you on your own land from building your own power plant? Everybody in the United States should have their own power plant outside the house. That's not good. Power is not a governmental thing. You should have your own power plant outside your house, running off atmospheric power, wind or water. If you own a land that has water underground, then you should run it off of that. Whatever. If you got steam, geothermal, whatever, you should be able to run your own power off of that. Independent. Everything. If you have a yard, you got enough land, everybody should be growing 1 or 2 crops in their neighborhood. It don't take that much to feed a couple of families. Shit, one garden can feed a whole family for a year or more. A small garden, it don't have to be that big. And you can do above ground. So you can do layers and stuff, stack it. So it could look aesthetically pleasing, or however you want to call it. I don't know, man. That's why it just gets to me that I grew up like that. Yeah, my dad he loved to have the yard like with everything. He had all the flowers, had all the fruit, he had all that stuff. He used to put all that stuff together. He had all kinds of different flower gardens and stuff, and he had wildflowers going throughout the yard. Then he had the grapes and all that, the fruit, shit like that. He had it hooked up, man. Oh, man. I don't know where the hell I'm at, Derek. Derek said, I don't think America will ever learn. People just dumb. Because 2 people, and girls, all they do is, man, I'm telling you, everywhere I go, all I see is girls twerking. Talking about they might be, big in the front and big in the back on the side. They still working on it. Or just whatever. That's all you think about is what you look like. They talk about older guys. Oh, older guys are creepies. But if it's a girl, then she's a MILF or she's a cougar. But if it's an older guy, then he's a creep or whatever else. But some older guys like younger girls. You can't knock them, whatever it is. Because I don't even look at age in the first place. And most people that's around me, they don't even look at age. But sometimes I do. It's like, girl, you way too young. When they really too young. I had an extra young girlfriend. She just made me her man like this. I'm like, this is the new style. I'm like, that's how y'all do? She just made me her man. Like, oh, you my man. Like that. I'm like, really? I said, I ain't grew up like that. I ain't used to y'all's new way. Y'all new ways is funny. Because girls nowadays, they just claim you. Girls just claim you like it ain't nothing. Like, oh, I like you. I like the way you got a whole different style. Okay. You're my guy now. Like, what? We ain't even went out or nothing. They funny, man. They crack me up. I'll tell you what some of it is. Some of it is that they don't get. What happens is they don't get what they want. You know what I mean? They don't get to see exactly what they want to see in a person. And so once they don't get to see that, and then they see you, and they look at whatever you have, they look at the uniqueness and shit, and they just fall for it right away. They don't even give it a chance to marinate or nothing. They just fall, oh, wow, look at that. It's like that when I go dance, brother. If I go dance, it's like they're in a trance. Like they just got tranced out when they looking at you. And see, I'm not doing no kind of dance to make a person feel a certain way. You know what I mean? Like stripping. I'm not stripping. I'm doing traditional shit. I do my traditional shit, and here they come. They're like, they start telling me what they do. Like, oh, I see you all the time. I do this or whatever. I'm like, well, what if I change to something? What if I don't like to take pictures no more? It's not like they own you and shit. It's like, but it's just, I think the world, to be honest, D to the Bailey, I think the whole world is more or less hurting, brother. They hurting for, something that's real. People use the word, people say shit like real, recognize real. Oh, I'm going to keep it $100. I'm going to keep it 100. whatever like that. Yeah, always keep it a buck, always keep it 100 or something. They say some dumb shit like that, but they really don't keep it a buck or they really don't keep it 100. And so when somebody sees you, it's like different because you're not the keep it a buck type of person that you have to say it. You're the keeping it a buck type of person where they can just see what you about. Like, okay, I see what you up. I see what's going on like that. And it's like, that's why, because is like you said that what you said makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense what you said when you said that when you say Americans just don't, they just ain't gonna ever learn. The thing is, to be honest, is they're really thirsty to learn, but we don't have the forum. And if we do have a forum, it's so small, and there's the advertisement. I put it just to you like this though: the advertisement for that forum is just non-existent. Like, people got to start spreading the word. Like, if you see, like, if you go to a certain forum, like if you find something that's too interesting to me, then let me know. Don't be, oh, I ain't gonna bother him with that. Hell yeah, bother me with it. Let me check it out. Just say, oh, I'm gonna really like that. Just like when I gave you the information about Mr. Patterson and Peterson, the martial artist is Peterson, and also Patterson. When I gave you that information, it's like, I want to go check that out. Because even you said you never heard of him. Because I would have never known that there was a, there was a so-called colored man or black man or whatever who actually had cars. I don't even know if Sir Flame know that. Salute to Sir Flame out there. I don't even know if Sir Flame knew that. There we go. I got my little buzzing. Yeah. Frederick Patterson. Frederick Patterson had a car. At the same time they had those old school cars and then went into buses. We got to find out what happened to his business when I know they bought him out. They bought his family out for like $1 million or something. Some ridiculously low price that everybody thought was a good deal. Here's another piece of information from a boxer. Did you know that Punch Out? Mike Tyson I think he only got $50,000 for that Punch Out. They think about making another one, but he only got $50,000 for like a 2-year contract. $50,000. That's all he got for Punch Out, and that shit made over $1 billion. It made over a billy. That shit made over a billy goat, baby. Okay, Derek said he on that TikTok. Yep, Vegas. Said we are 6% of the world population and 25% of the world resources. It's even more than that, brother. They lying. I'm gonna tell you, even when it comes to YT, you know what they've done? They've taken over Afghanistan. They've taken over the northern part of Africa, in the middle, what they call Middle East, like Israel, Egypt, and all that. So when it comes to the census, they take all those people in consideration, and a lot of those people ain't even there, because a lot of them is dark Africans. Because remember, the white and black is just a status, and you can change your status too. There's paperwork you can use if you want to change your status to white. You can do that, because somewhere in your history they probably had you as white anyway. Someplace in your history they had you as white before they changed everything, because it was status. It wasn't negative or positive. It was just your status of a person. It wasn't like black. All the black is horrible and negative. It wasn't like that. Yeah. Derek said I wouldn't try to convince her either. Damn, Derek, you cold. You let that girl walk out there and just drown? Yeah. Because we got to ask Sir Flame, though. I don't know, Sir Flame. Did y'all have floods down there in Texas, right? And did you hear anything about the Vegas flood and also the St. Louis flood? Yeah, we wasn't talking about. We talked a little bit about. We did a little bit of boxing. I'll let you hear Ryan Garcia. Let's listen to what Ryan Garcia got to say again. Then we'll see what Sir Flame got for me. This is Ryan Garcia talking about how much tank smoke he wants.
So important to you because that's going to give me the respect I deserve, and I'm never afraid. I'm trying to tell you that I have a spirit of competition in me, and you're going to see that come out when I fight Tank and whoop his ass.
that's Ryan Garcia running off at the face. What he's gonna do to Tank or whatever. Yeah, hope they got the money, cause that's what's gonna take the fight. Tank. Derek's stupid. Derek said they'll find her body somewhere. But you know what, Derek? I actually said the same thing. I was thinking, you know what I was thinking? I said, you know what, the people that was in that store, that was in there safe, I said, somebody should have told her, can you leave us the number for your next of kin and stuff? Or just ask her, how did you want to get, if you don't make it out that shit, how do you want to, how you want us to dispose of your body? Do you want to get cremated or you want to get buried? But girls get like that. They get all wild and shit. I saw a girl on another thing where she was just going off. She was going crazy on the cop that pulled her over. She went crazy. She swung on him and shit. I'm like, oh, they going to whoop her. Oh, I said, they going to get her. They tased her ass. Here's another thing, too, that I noticed. I don't know if it was in Florida. I don't know if you guys saw this one. But these sisters is running their mouth, getting up in grown man's faces and shit like that. And it's not even in a bad capacity. Like they're trying to protect, like white guy comes into this place where there's kids in there and stuff. He's cussing and stuff and going crazy. And some black lady, she holds her hands out like this and tells them, oh, there's children in here. And he swung on her. He slapped her, then he punched her. Knocked her ass out in front of everybody. Just knocked her out in front of everybody like it wasn't nothing. And I seen that 2 different instances where they had did that. I'm like, wow. They are super dumbed down. Their experience has worked. They have turned most into sheeple. That's it. They just zombies. Just walking around with nothing. They said, no, if you want to do something positive for people, it's drinking and partying because that's all they want to do is turn up. That's it. Turn up. It's a double standard. It's if you're as grown and the chick is in her teens, then the issue a few years different doesn't matter. Right. Yeah, exactly. You're right. You're right. They don't keep it real. Sir Flame says salute to Eagles Web, salute to the chat, and as always he said jab that like button on your neck. He said don't get neck in Eagles Web boxing. And so don't do that. He got that fire and that 100 up real good with those things, baby. Pooh, my brother. Yeah, out there. Sir Flame saluted Derek Bay. Sir Flame again. See, I got Benavides, 9th or 10th round. Oh, damn. Sir Flame went back. Sir Flame wouldn't look at the stare down. Sir Flame, he about that. What you fell for, Sir Flame? He wouldn't look at that stare down. Oh, he said, yeah, Benavides, he about that action. Because he had a good stare down? Okay. And Broner's in the news. What Broner doing up in there in the ring, acting like he's about the business? Out there messing with Tank Davis' trainer. In there wrestling and shit. He better take boxing serious. But that's y'all's clown ass little brother, and I'm gonna get on y'all and I'm gonna get on him. Don't let nothing happen to him, brother. Something happened to him, that's y'all's ass. You better try to skip like you usually do. Cause you damn sure gonna the crow's gonna be waiting for y'all. Yep. Okay, let me get this damn signal popping up again. Come on, get out of there so I can read. Okay. He said, he said, right, it seemed like people that come together are already on the same level. The people who need to be there never show up. Yeah. Oh, I'll come by. Because they're out there twerking and doing something else. Say, I've been waiting on a new boxing game for PlayStation. Yeah, that'd be good. I mean, if he can put it together, but he better ask for some money on this one. $50,000. God dang, for 2 years? They played the shit out of Mike. And then Mike should sue. Mike can sue and get some of that money because even that contract, because you can't do that. That's a slave wage contract. You have to still reimburse. That's almost like Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle asked for more money after he found out how much Comedy Central was making off when he had that show. They paying him like whatever it was, $10 million at first, or however much they was paying him, and they made like $500 million. It's like, hell no, give me some of that money. Yep. Derek Bay said, I'm thinking the same thing as Sir Flame. Y'all want that game? She said, yeah, I know, Eagle. They speak with a forked tongue. Yeah, always. Their tongue is extra forked. Derek Bay said, yeah, a lot of immigrants have that on their ID, and they ain't hardly white. Yeah, I know. Hey, go change your status though. Your credit and shit'll go up. I bet you that. Yeah, a lot of immigrants have that ID. Yeah. He said Fondue says if that happens, my $10 bet goes to $1,000 Yeah. Sir Flame said, yeah, it's flooded in flooded in Houston. Okay. Okay. Sir Flame again. Danny got power, but he's slow. He better have his timing down. Yeah. He's gonna be looking for that overhand and shit. That overhand might not work. Derek Bates said, whoa. Plus, he been active, moving up in weight as Sir Flame. That's what everybody's looking at. Is him being inactive, but he's acting like he got the power. Like I can knock anybody out at 154. We're gonna see. Yeah, Derek Bay said I saw that video. Oh, okay. Sir Flame facts at Derek Bay. Sir Flame facts at Derek Bay twice. Derek Bay said, but that was back in the 80s though, Eagle. You know what? That's in the 80s, but it wouldn't matter if it's in the 80s, brother. If they made a Billy off of it, something like that, a Billy. They made a Billy Club out of that for 50 grand. Nah, don't matter. You got to pay me. Shit, I made you a Billy. Y'all ain't trying to give me no kind of resent. Y'all ain't trying to give me nothing. But that's what they do, man. They either do that or they take you, they take whatever you got, they take you out, and they take you out so they can take the credit. I'm just saying, brother, they take you out and then they take the credit. Let your ass come up with a car. Let you come up with something, man. Let you come up with like a car or something like that. Everybody talking about water and all that shit. Come up with a car that runs off of dirt or something. Man, they couldn't wait to get their hands on you, D to the Bailey. If you came up with a car that ran off of dirt or leaves or something silly, just like they did in Back to the Future. You come up with a car that runs off of just regular garbage and shit. So once you cook and eat, you throw your garbage out, you just put that in your car and run off of it. You come up with some shit like that and see what happens. See what happens to you. See if you're going to have a good day. That's all I'm saying. See if you're going to have a good day. You might feel like you're going to have a good day, but brother, you're not having a good day. Or a good week or a good month. They come to get that ass. Yep. Also, he probably inactive because of what Spence did. Somewhat. Does he have? Yeah. So we'll see what he got left. I always say that Earl Spence takes a lot of shit out of fighters, man. I told y'all that back after the EJ Mikey was put on Mikey. Derek said, I know. He said I wouldn't tell any. but you're gonna need to get that money. Now, what I was saying earlier, makes a lot of sense now, right? It makes more sense, right? Because people don't want to be separated, right? So if we separated and we had all the people that working on shit like our own engineers and shit, think about it. We can have our own. It's too late now because we already have it in the patent office. What they gonna do? There ain't nobody to kill because it's already in the patent office. We already got the company started. Matter of fact, I'll put it to you this way also. You know the most gangster move that you can make on something like that is if you create a car, for instance, not a vehicle. So you create cars, or you call them traveling. We don't even call them cars. We call them traveling machines, or right to travel machines. So they don't go with, it has nothing to do with commercial use. So whoever's using them is using them for personal business. Not for commercial use, not for going like, not for Uber and shit like that, not for, delivery guy or nothing like that. All personal use vehicles. What they gonna say then? Because now you don't even have to have it registered. You don't have to have no license, and plus the whoever buys it actually gets the deed to it, or they get they get like they get a real receipt. They don't get a title, because a title is that's all. It's just a title. You're just a titled person to it. You're titled to be the one to use it, but the government still owns it. But if we made travel machines, free travel machines, like that's all they can look like cars, but they just free travel machines. Then you don't have to have nothing. You have your own little seal put on there. They can't ask you for license or none of that shit. Nothing. You see what I mean? But nobody's smart enough to do that. Well, I just told you about it. People are smart enough, but nobody's going, oh no, that's illegal. First thing that's the first thing the simpleton is going to say is that's illegal or something stupid. Yeah. And Derek said that was supposed to say, see what he has left. Okay. You said it's supposed to. Okay. Okay, see what he have left, yeah. Well, we got to see what he have left too, though. But I answered it the right way, though, because Spence be beating the team. He beat the Spence beat the drugs out your system. I ain't lying. Spence be beating the PEDs out your ass. I'm telling you, man. I feel better that. Don't you feel a little bit better that Spence that he didn't fight Pacquiao? Pacquiao. If Spence would have fought Pacquiao, I'm sorry, Sir Flame, if Spence would have fought Pacquiao, I think Pacquiao wouldn't even know to be a senator or nothing else. He would have beat the stuffing out of Pacquiao, for real. Because Ugas beat the stuffing out of Pacquiao. Anyway, what about the good YT people, Eagle? Oh, shit. I see you laughing about it. I don't know. It's kind of hard. Like I said, I don't want the whole separation because they're involved too. They just have to be lower on the echelon to start with. You know what? Because you have to be established. Because the reason I wouldn't want people from the outside is because I don't know if they bringing a monkey wrench with them. You see what I mean? I don't know. Like you coming in, and I could take you for face value that when you coming in, you're trying to do that which is something that we all trying to do. That whatever you're doing is a common thing that we want. It's like you're coming in, we like, oh, that's what we want. Oh, we need you here. You come in like that, but I don't know for a fact if that's something that we should automatically trust. You know what I mean? It's like, you have to tell them like this. It's no offense to you, but, for hundreds of years, certain things have been happening to us, and we just can't really have you here right now, and maybe not this section, but maybe you could work over in a different section, because you got to realize even in stuff like this, every section has to be so separate that nobody knows, and you're not allowed. As soon as you come into another area that you're not supposed to be in, if you don't have that authorization, you're fired right there on the spot. And no family, like if your family can't work in separate spots. Like if you with your family, they working in the same spot that you're working at. They can't. You're not gonna work in a different section, because y'all try to put stuff together. We don't want nobody putting shit together. You get caught writing something down about what we doing, then your ass is out of there. It just has to be strict. Everything you do it got to be strict. Like, now what you doing? What you doing in the back room? What you doing on that? What you doing on our dry board? You looking at our dry erase board? You in there with your phone taking pictures? Because it wouldn't be no none of that shit. Ain't none of that shit allowed out there on production. None. No phone. None of that shit. Leave that shit in your locker. See? It's just the way you have to think about stuff is you got to think about it in a whole different mode. You got to think about it in survival mode. But the good people, oh no, body not the same one spends a pound on you. Hell no, and I know why, man. It's just all that. It's that internal organ damage he does to you. Just think about it, man. You're basically for 12 rounds. You're a punching bag. Your body. You can't do that shit. Your body can't take that kind of shit for no 12 rounds. You can't. That's why they fold before 12. It's like it's too much. It's like, man, you spitting up blood and everything else, man. That's too much on your body. You can't sit there and take that kind of a. And Earl like it, like Gordon Palmer. He wants you to trade and do the same thing to him. He like it, and people like that. People like that. Once they get used to that, their body's a lot harder. It's harder in a different way. Their body's hard. I don't care how in shape you look, but their body's harder. I used to be the same type. I used to be that kind when I spar. I used to open up the body. I used to take body shots like I can take it. Some people can take it like that. And then they give you a couple of body shots back and you can't take it. But remember my cousin first time was sparring. I mean, he wasn't even trained that much. He did pretty good because he's real tall. That jab, he had this jab going, but he was getting his body ate up. He was complaining to me after we finished sparring. He was like, he was telling me how he busted the guy's eye all over. I said, yeah, you had his eye swollen up. But how your body feel? He was like, he was dead. That body attack. He said, I guess it's not. Now we will have a group that will say some bullshit like that. Oh yeah, of course. Of course, somebody's always going. They can't wait to defend somebody. They can't wait to say that evil's okay. Like, oh no, not all of this is right away. Oh, not all of them are bad or whatever. I don't care. Well, if not, well, send me the good one. Send me the one that you know is good. And if he's not good, we got to put your ass in front of a firing squad. If we find out that he's no good, then since you're endorsing him, are you willing to take firing squad? Are you willing to take the firing squad if he's found to be no good? Right. And then see what they say. I bet that shit. I'm telling you. I bet they'll be quiet then. If you pose that to them. If you pose that to them, then I can just about guarantee you, once you pose something like that to them, all that whole narrative you just brought up about the good, the bad, the evils, that shit won't exist. Yeah. So another flashing news. Again, we got Charlo to take Benavidez fight, and Andrade is destroying his career. So that's some latest news that somebody's reporting. I don't know if I'm going to check into that, but I don't know how Andrade is. I don't know how he's messing up his career. Maybe he's not fighting who he should fight, or whatever, or he's wanting too much money. He need to go. You need to fight. If that's what you do. If you're a fighter, get your ass in there and fight. You have to take them out to the woods and feed them to the pigs. I don't want pigs. I'm probably going to have pigs that I don't want in the first place. I actually want to have a perimeter. Towers. I want to have all that, to be honest. I want to have 4 guard, like more or less 4 guards. So a guard at each corner. And then I want to have a guard up front, like a gate. Make this shit like a military installation. I don't really want to put a wall. That's too expensive. I don't really want to have a wall. Maybe a fence. Maybe a fence with gates throughout the fence, and just have them rotate, just like military. Train them just like military. Have them go around. You know what I mean? That's my vision, to be honest. I want to have as many as possible. And of course, you got to have at least two to 4 dogs. So I'm only gonna have certain people working with the dogs. But the dogs come out through the community, you know what I mean? So they get familiar with our particular scent. So that way, if somebody tries to come in, the dog knows that somebody's coming in because they're not familiar. Even if somebody tries to blend in, they don't have your scent. Like somebody try to put a disguise on, the dog know. Like, I think way ahead of stuff, man. I'm telling you, my thinking is on a whole different level, brother. Not no bragging or nothing like that, but it's not. You know what? Time and experience has put my breathing on a different level. Just like what a lot of people think that you get confused with guys and girls sometimes because the way the guys has the makeup on and all that. He's all got the BBL and all that. So what you do is you don't even have to get that big of a dog. You can get your dog and you can train your dog how to figure. You train your dog, give him commands. People are gonna hate this. They're not gonna like me saying this, but you can train your dog to know a woman from a man. And all you gotta do is say woman. All you gotta do is say, you get the dog to where you say check him, and and people don't know what you mean check. What is he doing? So the dog sits down when it's a female, right? And if it's a guy, the dog stands up, and you just check him out. Just check him. Just give him that little command, check him, and that dog, he don't even have to sniff all the way around. He just smell like, oh, that's a female, because of the hormones and stuff. He know that's a female. Boom. And he sits down. If it's a male, he stands up. People don't never figure about that. Everybody's looking for the Adam's apple and looking at the jaw structure. So get your dog. A dog you could train a dog how to gender check. People gonna be mad at me about that. Oh, you can talk about the gender check and crying about that shit. You mad? You have to take them out. Yeah, okay. Said the wild ones, yeah. Oh, not the that's what I'm saying. I'm already gonna have them anyway. But what I want to have though is to be honest. What I want to actually have, I want to have. I do want goats. I'm not gonna lie and say I'm not gonna say I don't want goats because I actually do want goats. But I want mostly I want sheep. And whatever kind of wild, not wild, but I would like to have sheep, buffalo. Because I'm saying I want people to learn how to make, to spin the wool and all that shit, wash the wool up, spin it, make your own fabrics and stuff with your own, man, believe me, making everything, man. The Amish did it, except they going by they running around with horse and buggy. Now we could do that. I mean, not necessarily, because I want horses, but we can run around with horse and buggy, but we're going to need, like, transportation, too. What if everybody wanted to go, like, to the beach or something like that? Somebody want to go somewhere. Hey, you got to load everybody up in the bus or something. You know what I mean? Me, I'm fine, man. I'm at a place in my life where I'm fine with just, I could be out in the woods all by myself, if I have all the supplies and stuff, making shit. That's your whole day. Just think if you was out there spinning wool all day, making fabric all day and making other stuff and working on cars, man, your day will go by fast. You fine, but you're getting production done. It's just something that they don't want. They don't want us to do that because you know what it is? Is they're fucking nosy, to be honest. They're fucking nosy. They want to know everything that you do. They want to know when you wake up, when you go to bed. They want to know. They're taking pictures of me right now. Taking pictures of you if you got a device down there. All day long. That's all they want to do is know what you're doing. When do you take a piss? What do you eat? That's all they want to know. Even on if you check your browser history or whatever, it puts up certain commercials and shit for you. Like, oh, do you want to buy some more stuff here or whatever? Even if you're looking at something, if you don't buy, all of a sudden you start seeing these ads pop up because they know all your information. All these people, they got everything. They got all your information. And then they tell you there was some kind of breach of security. No, that's you. Ain't nobody breached all the security and shit, especially some of the passwords. There ain't no way. There's nothing to figure out a password. Is it because you have the password because I gave you the password when I signed up. And then if you lose your password, they don't send you your password. They send you a thing where you have to change your password. It's like, you know my password. It's not like you don't know it. Send it back. Just send it to me. You know what it is. No, I'll change your password. So all my passwords I got mean passwords. So I might have a password like, my password might be like this this YTMF right here, that's my password. And it'd be 55, and then, be 55ZF. That's my password. I can give you my password. You ain't gonna remember it? Yeah, I can give you my password. Because you don't know how I spell YT. This YTMF right here. See? So in your mind, you separate how you write certain stuff. Like write for me, it might not be WRITE or RIGHT or RITE. Write might be WY, you know what I mean? WRYT, TWE, like that. This YTMF right here is the devil. 55F. That's how, because I know it's all bullshit. So that's why I make foul. I leave it the way it is, because what you're doing to me, I don't like. And so if you ever had to know my password, I'm gonna give you my password. You can be like, damn, that's kind of a harsh password. Yes, it is. Yep. That right. Yeah, I'ma still do it. Yep. Those people can do miracles with bread. You like the Amish bread? Oh shit! I don't like to eat that much, man. That what's the shit called? It's one that they got out right now. It has a yellow and brown package. That's the one. If I do go get some of that white bread, that's what I get. Artisan. It's artesian, I think. That's what it's called. Artisan. Artisan or artesian? Artisan or artesian? That shit with the brown label and yellow. Man, you'll mess around and gain 100 pounds eating that shit. I'm telling you, it's so soft. That's some good ass bread. And I don't really mess with that brioche. I know it's good and soft, but I don't mess with it because of all that cream and stuff they use. Derek said, "Thank you, Eagle." I was arguing with this white tea chick on Instagram, and that's what she was doing, being nosy as hell. I told her, mind your damn business. Yeah, it's like they be wanting to know too much. I start answering them all. Believe me, brother, when I answer them, my answers be all fucked up. My answers don't be good. I have some bad answers. When people start asking me too much, my answers ain't what they. If my answers is like, this ain't what you want. When I give them answers, I'm like, damn, these some nosy ass people. Oh, what? I'm like, God dang, your mouth is just running like this, and you asking nothing but questions. Nothing. That's all you got. Is nothing but questions, and you going. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna feed you back, all right. Want to know how'd you do this and what you did? Start sounding like a chicken. But shut up. Asking so many damn questions. And I'm not interested in you. I could be, but it's going to be for certain stuff. I could be interested in you, but I can't be interested in you for everything. Why don't you like me? And I used to hear all kinds of shit, even growing up. Oh, you're so arrogant. They get so mad. That's another word that they used to use, and it's still prevalent today. That they don't like they hate your mannerism. So they just, you have to be arrogant. That's their whole thing. Oh, you're arrogant. No, I'm not arrogant. You just don't like what I'm saying. It don't have shit to do with me being arrogant. You just don't like it. You don't like what I'm saying. Oh, you're arrogant. Arrogant bastard. Yeah. Yeah, they get too mad. They get so mad. They get so mad because they think you arrogant. I'm like, no. Yeah, because I think I'm far from like being arrogant or whatever. I think what it is people just like certain people they can't handle the truth, and they put that in the movie themselves. I didn't put it in there. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. Okay. Well, you say that for us. I don't know how in the hell we can't not handle the truth, because we got to take all kind of truths. We had to take shit like, certain people is only 3/5 human and all that, but they was right. They was telling the truth. We're actually less human. We're actually less human than that. Give you something else to look at. This is a good stream for me today. This is one of those things where let me see if I can find it. Okay, I'm trying to look at it. What? Yeah. Okay. Why I gotta pull certain stuff up to make me laugh? Some of mom's a Neanderthal, dad's a Denisovan. Yeah, I couldn't find it. I can't find it. They're hiding it. They're hiding it. So you're gonna have to look. Probably had to look up like genealogy, genealogists, or genealogical studies and findings. That's what you have to look at. Because now I'm getting word that the people with the brownness in their skin is that we don't fall under the DNA like some people fall underneath it. We don't fall underneath that, in which that DNA molecule, we know that looks like a ladder or something that's twisted, but they're finding out that we have something that's even higher than that, where it's a twisted ladder, like a couple of ladders or something with another branch going through it. Uh-oh. How you going to explain that? So the most complex things is going to have a specialized DNA, or see, that's why I listen to these scientists when they're talking about it would be interesting if something didn't have DNA. So that's another thing that kind of tipped me off when a scientist would say if there was something with no DNA. So in other words, if you don't have DNA, that's more or less you can be anything, because you're not structured. You make structures. I know that might have went over some people's head, but that's a big deal right there. Yeah. Derek said they're strange people. Yeah, right, strange because they never tell the truth, or they move the goalposts for their benefits. They are all the same sex. To be honest, certain people are the same sex. They're not. Their sex is not different. That's why they want to be each other, because their sex is not. If you're a man that love to be a man, then that's what you want to be. If you had to be something else, that's what you had to be. But they want to be each other. They like it. They like playing both roles. I'm not 100% sure the way they talk or the way we talk that they, I found out new information that they maybe they was first, but they was a different kind of creature. I'm not saying. Maybe they was a different kind of creature, and that's why they act that way. Maybe they were both, and that's why they act that way. Because I got an understanding that the first people were like that at first, and then they more or less something happened to them, and so we were separated. Because it was only man. It was only man, but man could reproduce. But then they switched that up. But that's a whole other thing. That has to go into something that's real deep like that there. But shit, I don't know, brother. I just know the weirdness is all the questions. Like, oh wow. I just start not even saying that when people start asking to me. I'm like, I can't even say nothing no more. You people are so horrible. I can't even argue with y'all. Y'all, something wrong with y'all. You people is gone, man. Yep. I got my silicone ice tray. It makes these huge ice cubes. I love it. I said, shit, all you need is one per drink. You don't have to fill your whole glass up. And plus, I like to make stuff a little bit sweeter so that way I can let my ice melt down and it tastes, it's a little bit less sweet as it go down, but it's not ever watered down. My recipe for you now, Derek Bailey. And the rest of y'all is get your key limes, squeeze your key limes, and make yourself a limeade and put some tart cherry juice in it. If you live with somebody, I think you're gonna keep checking the refrigerator. Every time somebody go to the refrigerator, you're gonna be asking who's in the refrigerator, and you're gonna be asking them what they're getting. That's just so good. There, it's gonna make you nosy and shit. That shit is good, brother. You're gonna be nosy and shit. Like, what you getting out the refrigerator? What you getting out the refrigerator? You gotta get one of those little small ones, those little small refrigerators that you can put in your room and shit, where you can put your little juice in there, or whatever. That limeade is good, brother. Quench your thirst, feel good, cold. Like, every time somebody go in the refrigerator, you're gonna be looking around the corner talking about, you're gonna be doing this shit, talking about, what you getting up out of there? Oh, you getting some bread? You making a sandwich? Okay. As long as you don't hear that ice, as long as you don't hear that, your juice, your limeade, as long as you don't hear it sloshing around, you don't hear nobody grabbing the pitcher or something, or the jar, whatever you put in there, you don't hear that, you good. Like, okay, I'm cool. But once you hear that, you're like, hey, what you doing? And it take a while to squeeze all them limes out, but what I did is I put them in a little squeeze bottle, like, you squeeze them all out, and whatever you use, that's what you use, and you put the rest in a bottle, put it in the refrigerator. I think it's probably good for like a week or so. Derek said, yeah, that's so your alcohol don't get watered. Yeah, your alcohol don't get watered down too when you don't use as much ice shit. They be packing it, because actually, the truth of the matter is, when you get a drink that's packed with ice, mixed drink, it doesn't mean it's a bad drink. What it means is it's a fast drink. I learned that from a bartender too. It's a fast drinking drink. That's to keep you going back to the bar. Now, if you hold on to it, leave it at the table, it's just watered down. It's just a mess. But if you drink it, if they give you 1.5 shots instead of one shot, and they pack all that ice in it, and they put your little splash or whatever, your other stuff on top, that makes it a much stronger drink if you drink it fast. Now, if you wait around, then it's a watered down drink. A lot of people don't know that. They want a little bit of ice, and they think they get more alcohol. You might get less alcohol, more juice, and now that becomes watered down because you don't have enough ice. Don't taste as good because it's not as cold, and that's watered down. But plus, it's not just watered down. You got too much juice in there, or too much whatever your mix is. Yep. Who you got, Derek? You got your players now. You got Kanaki. So I'm gonna go Kanaki. I'm gonna go ahead and eat the crow with everybody. Everybody's gonna eat crow, so I guess I'm gonna eat crow too. I guess. I don't know. I can't really trust Danny. I never really went against Danny, so I don't know. A lot of people. I ain't never seen Danny get stopped. But that's a hard pick, man. Because Danny might get the stuffings beat out of him. I don't know if I want to go Benavides. He might show us something. I'm going to take the underdog. I'm going to go ahead and go with Danny on that. I'm going to go with Kalnaki, and I'm going to go with Russell. Those are my 3 picks that I'm going to have for the day. I think I missed out or yesterday. Did I? I don't know if I got the fight from yesterday or not. Okay, just so you know, Angola lost in 3. So Gonzalez got that. So he's 12-0-1 now. And also Flores got the dub. So shout out to them, 2 USA fighters. So Flores 12-0, he got the KO, and like I said, oh yeah, Mialetti won unanimous decision in 10. That was Wednesday. Tuesday Miller won. So I got to call out the ones from the United States. So Miller won, and Collazo won again for a unanimous decision. So now it makes him foreign. Oh, you might want to take a look at him or not. But those are the ones I got. Billum Smith, of course, I'm going with Chamberlain, but at the same time, you guys know I don't really mess with them. And Bastida versus Kelly. I don't know. They both look weird, so whatever happens to them happens. Then Eubank versus Chavez. So I don't know. They just weird. They weird. So that's Eagles picks. Just letting y'all know going into the weekend. Those are my picks. Adrian Broner, get your ass out there and fight. Stop playing around with people in the ring. Garcia, shut your ass up. If you really don't want to fight Tank, you're gonna get. I hope you fight Tank. You're gonna get spread out like softened butter on bread. You're gonna get spread. You're gonna get your ass spread out. You're gonna be spread out like. You're gonna look like you part of the canvas and shit. Because once Tank crack you, you're gonna melt. And the thing, what I do like about you, you do try to come back and fight, but that's gonna be your downfall. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen with you. Your downfall is that once Tank hurts you, you're gonna panic. You know what I mean? You're gonna panic. So once Tank hurts you, you're gonna panic. And once you panic, okay, Derek said he got Kelly. Once you panic, that's what's gonna get your ass knocked out. See, a lot of fighters, you fighters that don't have much chinage, you guys don't know how to like clean your act up. Okay, I'm getting caught. I'm a little bit hurt right now. Let me cover up. Let me change my style up. You guys don't know how to just change your style up. You get Brave Boy. And when you get Brave Boy, when your chin is cracked, when your chin is loosened up, then you take your ass out there, you get your ass knocked out, like I'm going to knock Lala D out in a minute. I'm going to knock her ass out. But anyway, Lala D, you got hopefully, hey, Lala D, I see you. She said something. She got the hearts up. I see you. But yeah, we want to, hopefully, Chicago, are you okay over there? She going for Russell. She said, let's go Russell. I got to make sure Lala's okay because I know she's in the Midwest too. So if Texas flooded, St. Louis flooded, and now I heard Vegas flooded. I don't know about who knows what. But yeah. But peace to the queen out there. Okay, Derek said no. He picked Demariz and yeah. Who was I putting you on? I was yeah. Cause like I'll cover him again. So Gonzalez got the dub, 12 third round KO. Flores got a third round KO, and then Wednesday, of course, Mialetti got that unanimous decision in 10. Miller got the TKO in 4. That's USA fighters. I'm doing Collazo unanimous decision in 12. And then, of course, we already know about Dogboy. That was last weekend. Kelly, but, okay, we got Eubanks. Also, we got Ortiz. So, Ortiz Jr. is fighting. That's Saturday. That's the next Saturday. But Eubanks, got Kelly, Batista, Billum Smith, Chamberlain, Devermanchenko, looks like, and Conley. Oh, I didn't cover him. Okay, Conley, Russell. I don't know. That's going to be a test for Russell, though. So what you got? Anybody got a knockout? You guys ain't going knockout. You guys are going decision with that, huh? I don't know. You guys already know about them. You guys know about them freaking Cubans and Puerto Ricans, man. Be careful. It's Cuban. Be careful with your picks. But I'm surprised a lot of people going against Danny on this one, though. I don't know about Lala D. I don't know if she's going against Danny. She might be. Yeah. But Derek said peace to the queen, that Lala D. Lala D said, Derek, babe, she got the hands up good with the hearts. Yeah. She said, I'm good, Asante. Yep. Be good out there. Okay, Derek said, I got to pick Gary by decision. Yeah, ain't no blowout on that one. I think I'll pick Danny by decision. Oh, Gary by stoppers. Oh, shit. She said, yes, Gary's going to stopping him. Hey, you better listen to her statement, man. She said she's definitive with that statement. She said, Gary getting that stoppers, don't care where they come from. She hyped up. Don't tell her, Derek. She don't see that. She don't see that he awkward, so she already. Let her, you know how Lala is. With her crow skipping butt. Notice how she didn't come in here and get her crow the last time. Anytime there's crow to be served, she'll come in like a day or two later and start smiling and talking about something else, you know, trying to get somebody's attention. You know what I'm saying? She's very good. She's very good at distracting you. So she'll distract you if she knows she got that crow coming. She gonna distract you. Lala D. So this is our new. So key lime aid. So key lime juice that you make. Squeeze those limes up. Put some away in the refrigerator for another day after you make it. So key lime juice and your sugar, whatever kind of sugar you want to use. I use the agave nectar and some tart cherry juice. Real, not from concentrate. Real tart cherry juice. And you put that in there. You can also make it hard too. You can make it hard if you want to. Derek said, but he's 37, which is 45 in Cuban years. Oh, here we go to Cuban years, man. Yeah. Man, leave people alone, man. Some people, I'm telling you, man, that I stopped. I don't even look at that age thing, man. I seen. This is another one just came up. These guys was trying to rob this old guy on the street at gunpoint, and he was a veteran. He was somebody who's trained to kill. Somebody who's trained to kill. And some little youngsters ran over to him. He got the gun from one of them, threw the gun down the street, and was beating the shit out of one of them. And I kicked him, and stomped him out. That little boy was screaming. He screamed like a little girl. Ha! Ha! He was screaming like a little girl. He ran down the street, left the gun and everything. He was screaming. You realize what they did, man. I seen too many scenarios like that. I know we're talking about boxing, but I seen so many scenarios where these youngsters think that, you old now or whatever. They say stuff like that and get pieced up. It's like, stop. It's not an age thing. It's an experience thing. You don't know what some people went through in their whole life. They're looking at you while you thinking you're taking it like you fighting one of your guys. Like you fighting somebody regular. No, you fighting somebody that at one point in his life was willing to die. And you're not. But now they are. Some of them, they just willing to die at 20 now. That's dumb. Who raises kids like that? That would be so sad if I had a 20-year-old that was so much into the streets or whatever, so much into that type of life that he had no regard. Man, I'd be devastated. I'd be devastated. You just went and got yourself killed over some dumb shit? Like, that's dumb. You didn't get to experience nothing. Say, yo, as you got to do this shit all over again. Now you got to come back. Probably, I don't know if people believe in that, but now you got to come back. Now you come back into the worst way. I feel bad, man. If we can't get this shit straightened out, Derek, if we cannot get this whole life straightened out now, we're in trouble. The other generations are in trouble. But look at who's raising the next generation. You got thoughts and wannabes. I don't even know how to label them to be TT. Thoughts, trashy thugs. Thoughts and trashy thugs. Wannabe thugs. That's who's raising. That's who's going to be raising the next generation coming up. They all want excuses to wear pink and makeup and lipstick and nails. That's all they want. They want excuses to wear all that shit now. It's like, why? Why you need to wear it? Oh, I just want to. I'm a real man. I can wear this. No. I told you about that fluorine and all that other stuff. All that stuff is taking all your energy, I'm going to say this before I get out of here. Testosterone is a very important hormone. Natural testosterone is a very important hormone. It is very important. Don't let them take that away from your family. Yeah, Derek Banks. Remember Bruce said that the next generation is ucked. Said he was right. You right. Okay, there you go. Go on and check that out. Lala D says Lala Pelosi in Chicago this week. Go ahead and check that out. Yeah, but Lala said he's awkward. She watched the fights too. He said, yeah, look at her. She always got to do a face or something. She can't just talk to you regular. She got to do her face on top of that. That's right, Derek. Tell her. Plus, he ain't never been stopped. It's hard to stop people that's never been stopped. Yeah, that part right there, Derek said probably have killed people. Yeah, and you sitting there attacking him. You don't know nothing about that man. That man willing to. People, I don't know. People don't get it. When your mindset is to go out and rob somebody, doesn't mean that everybody's mindset is willing to be robbed. Some people go out the house like these youngsters are crazy. Like an OG, he'd leave the house and he's thinking, "Oh, these youngsters is crazy out here. I better bring the ratchet, and I better bring a couple of hammers with me too." It's like you don't even know that when you pulling up on him. Oh, look at it! Look at this car here. He look like he rich. He got money. Take your ass over there and get your ass smashed in the head with a hammer, or get shot or something else. Just dumb. They just don't think. You can't plan for who you rob unless you just know them. Like if you want to pick on somebody that's real old, barely moving, and they leave the house with a certain amount of money, yeah, that's different. But who does that? You're a predator. You deserve a real harsh punishment for that because first of all, you broke a lot of different laws. You broke, spiritual laws for not respecting the elders, and then on top of that, from harming them, especially if they're the right one, you harmed them or either killed them. You deserve a lot of punishment. Yeah. Yeah. Derek said dudes paint their nails also now. Yeah. Yeah. Derek said, "Are you going at Lala D?" Lala D said, "Derek Bailey, nope. I should though. I'm definitely going downtown. Take your ass on down there, girl. Go on." Did you ever make it down to the Wiener Circle at night? No, I don't want you out there at night. That's why they are trying to reduce with the food and water. Yeah, that's exactly what they're trying to take out what we need. Gary's last opponent was never stopped either. But I see your point, Derek. Look at her. We know who you want already. We all going for Gary, but I ain't so bold like you. I'm not so bold where I'm like, "Oh, he knocking his ass out." That's what it is, son. What? Lala, like she on that knockout stuff. Yeah, that's what's up. Come on, get out of there. Stop popping up. Something always popping up. Lala D, I hope you wrote my recipe down. She don't like none of my recipes. I got to have eggs in the cookies and all that. But you don't know how good my stuff is. It's good. Yeah. But Derek Banks said, yeah, I thought he wasn't going to stop him either. At Lala D. See, I may change my pick, yeah. I'm going with Gary Russell. But I don't know about the stoppage. He might get 2 stoppages. That last one was kind of late too, though, wasn't it? If I remember right, I think it was a little bit late. The stoppage wasn't like 1 or 2, wasn't a couple of rounds. Like in Atlanta, it is off the hook out there right now. I don't mess around no Atlanta. No, it's Cynthia. But I hung out at a cool Spanish restaurant called Baba Riba. Okay. See, Gary 15-0 with 15 KOs. Here we go. It might happen. As long as I get the dub, I'm okay. As long as I get the W. Look at old late ass in here. Salute to y'all, Sir Hussein. Late ass, y'all, sir. Yeah, that Atlanta, that's not my kind of place right there. Atlanta, It used to be, but this ain't my kind of vibe. I mean, I don't want to go to a place where I have to figure shit out. I ain't trying to go up and down the wrong streets and nothing like that. You know what I mean? If I go visit anybody, if I go to New York, no matter where I go, man, I'm not going to have to be defensive and shit. I mean, if I have to, I have to, but that's not what I'm going there for. I'm going there to take care of some business, you know, have some fun, and get the hell up out of there. I need to go to Toronto is where I need to go. Yeah, I need to go to Toronto. But I heard Toronto's a little bit pricey too, though. It probably is. Shit, I love going to these places. I love to go to these cities and stuff and countries. I like to go to places where you can get stuff where it was made at, like right there, and save some money. You know. But I'm not a huge shopper like that. That'd be like for Lala D. She can go to France and start picking up her some fancy bags and stuff like that. Maybe save some money. Go right there where it's made at. See, like, Monsieur, could you take me to the manufacturer where they make this at? In her little French voice. Yeah, so she wanted to go over there. I need to get me a couple of, get the Berkey. Get the Berkey. And the red. Oh shit, Lala D, you going way over to the west side? I'll let you hold your conversation with Derek. But Lala D say, yeah, sir, Hussein. Yeah, sir. Oh, okay. She talking to Derek a couple of times. Yeah. It seems like Lala be knowing them. She be knowing her food spots is at though. But in Atlanta, even if you are in a nice neighborhood, they will get you. Can't go to the mall. They'll follow you. If you're in a nice car, it's crazy. No, I actually watched, I used to watch Kevin Samuels and stuff, and I seen him go up, and there was a mall that he went to in Atlanta. It was cool. When he went up in there, it didn't even look like nobody was about that thug life or nothing like that up in there. But you're right, though. It don't matter. People always be trying to they look for you no matter where you at. They trying to find something to get over with. I can agree with that. So you can't have no fun nowhere. But when they do that, all they do is they kill up all the people, shut down the city. They wait for you to do it. They set you up to do it anyway. Even in Chicago, I know they setting them people up in Chicago. I done heard too many different stories. And I know a lot of those shootings up there, those ain't the people. Yeah. And people dressing up like you, people like dressing up like cops, and people dressing up them little skin suits and all that shit. I seen it. I seen the obvious skin suit from one of those people over in the, in the religious joint. I'm gonna lay it, this ain't, is it cold talk? Yeah. Over in the religious joint, that what happened is that the mask got a little bit itchy or something, and so they was pulling on the nose part, and they pulled their face out like 4 inches, all on camera. I'm like, really? Ain't nobody gonna talk about how this dude pulled his whole face out 4 inches? Nobody's gonna talk about that? Damn. Yeah. That sounds good though. Lala always eating somewhere good. Look at her. She Uncle Rama's, yeah. Okay, she talking to y'all, sir. Y'all, sir, talking to Derek. Food and clothes. That's Lala D, yep. Right. Y'all, sir. Okay, Derek said right the eagle. Yep. No matter. Okay, let me finish my second part of that too, though, Derek, because what happened is, see, they want you to do all that. Like, they do it in LA, all the big cities, they do that shit. Like, they'll put, I seen some, they showed, I'm not even sure where it was at. Alabama or somewhere. They had this big container. They just dropping off these containers in the neighborhoods. Like a container. A big ass container with some metal straps on it. Just a big container. They just drop it off and just leave. Ain't no signs up or nothing. They ain't about to do no construction. Ain't nothing but weapons in there. So y'all shoot each other up and then that's when the gentrification comes in. Because soon as you do that, now you're not going to be able to afford to stay in your neighborhood. And they do that everywhere. They buy you out, put you at the very end, but they put you at the very end, and your criminal ass want to do criminal activities is harder because even to get into the building, now they got underground parking. They got underground parking where you got to have a code or something to get in, a signal to get in. And on top of that, you have to have a code to get into the building, to get in the elevator. You need to have your card, all that. Now you done screwed up everything. Just because you want to show some kind of fake power in your neighborhood, you tag and shit. They do that over close to where I live at too. You know, a business moves out, now you tag in the building. Now, why? Now you in charge of the building, but when somebody occupied it, it wasn't yours. But you gonna mark oh, this is our turf, our territory. That shit is so old. That shit is so late 60s, 70s. That shit been played out 60 years and they still doing it. Still tagging shit. I know New York is bad with that. All the cars over there, subways, the whole train will be spray painted. It's like that shit is so played out. Why? Those are the ones that's supposed to be saving all the people. If you could do all that, if you that bad, your gang is so bad, you the one supposed to be going to war for us. You ain't never seen nobody like this. Oh shit, we got all these gangs, man. Get the Crips and Bloods and Disciples and shit to go over there, man. They gonna take care of this war. What would happen to their ass if they went to war, Derek? Just based off of their experiences, of their drive-by experiences, what would happen if they went to war? No training because they already trained there. Remember, they already know how to shoot. What would happen if they went to war? How long would that shit last? Just think if you took the army, like the army just took off like a week, couple of weeks, however long it took, and let all the gang members go into war, because people think that's the way to go. If they all went into war, guess what? How many bags you think you would need? How many Ziploc bags would you need? Let's say, for instance, it's 50,000 of them. 50,000 gang members fight for America. We're gonna give them the highest honors once they come back with the win. What's gonna happen? Yep. Lala's at Derek again. Derek's at Lala. Lala's at Yasser. Okay, and then Derek's right back at Lala. Lala's at Derek. Okay, I do see. I had to read the last part. She said she and her conceded moved today. Okay. Okay, Yasser is at Lala. And then Derek finally hit me up. He said, exactly, Eagle. But most of them people don't own anything anyway. Yeah. Marking up shit that you don't own. That's why they don't mark it up when you occupy, because you catch them out there. What the hell you doing spraying up my... Stay your ass there. And they know they caught on camera. Shit, now they got to do time over some stupid shit. Do you wear those... Oh, okay, shit. That's Derek at London. Derek said not long. Hell no, not long. That should be over with quick. Nothing but bags, huh? Nothing but... I used to call them ice packs. Nothing but ice packs. Zip them up. The trip back could be a lot easier. Shit. You got to worry. You got to feed them no refreshments or nothing. Throw their ass on that. Just throw their ass in there with the luggage. Throw your ass up in there. Big ass container. Just throw them up in there. Okay. That's y'all, sir. Right back at Derek. Said he didn't like the shoes that much. He don't like the shoes, Derek. What can I say, brother? He don't like the shoes. I like my moccasins. But my moccasins are so soft. That's what I love to wear. Yeah, but let's. So our assignment today, Lala D. I gotta get my ass over to the library myself. So we're gonna look up. So look up Derek Patterson. Do you know anything about? Oh, I love Clarks. That's my family right there, Clarks. Yeah, so I know you're asking, yeah, sir. But yeah, so there, Frederick Patterson, Lala D. was the first African American to play football for Ohio State and to start his own car business. He had cars back then when they had the Model T. He was making cars. Then he went on to start making buses and stuff. We're trying to find out what happened to the business. So that's our assignment. Anybody can let me know if I can't find it, if I can't get my ass to the library. But I'm going to check it out myself to try to find out what it is, though. So we got Frederick Patterson, and then we got Frederick Peterson. So Frederick Peterson, they do have a little paperback out. Patterson and Peterson. So they got a little paperback out. He's in the martial arts. He was the first prominent man of color that was in the martial arts on that level. Yeah. I will get in your guys' conversation a little bit, y'all, sir, because I'm looking at Clark's, man. You have to look at the whole extensive line of Clark's shoes, because it's not all dress, brother. They're not all dress. They got work shoes too. That's one of my favorite pairs. I have only 2 pairs, but I used to Clark. I mean, they're expensive, but yeah, they're not even as. When you think about shoes now, they're not even as expensive, or they're just as expensive, like all them Jordans and all them joints like that. Some of the other shoes, they're just as expensive as Clark's. You might as well just go and get Clark's now. People used to use an excuse not to get Clark's because they was expensive, but now you just You can only get Clark's is like regular price now compared to the rest of the stuff. Yeah. A lot of said, okay, it's something. Yeah. So y'all got my juice drink for today. But anytime you make your limeade, just mix you a fruit. Put like mulberry juice, tart cherry, regular cherry. You know, I haven't tried the mango. I was thinking about trying the mango, but I'm not sure. It's probably good too. Probably mango would be good too. Like mango juice. That sounds good too. I might have to try that one out. But just instead of making lemonade, just use the key lime. Key limeade. Just use that. Guarantee you're going to love it better. You're not going to get tired of it. Because you can get tired of lemonade. Like, I don't want no lemonade. Yeah. Y'all, sir, is that Derek again? New Balance. I think Mike Tyson said that was his favorite pair of shoes with New Balance. That's funny, hearing that from Mike Tyson. Yeah, so Hussein said, no way. I saw some super nice casual Clarks. Yeah, they do. Lala D said that. To y'all, sir, yeah, they do have different ones. Oh, yeah. See, y'all, sir, love to spend that money, yep. But you might as well, man. But I'm going to tell you guys the truth about shoes. The truth about shoes is you shouldn't be wearing shoes. That's the truth. Sorry. But that's the truth about shoes. The truth about shoes is try not to have shoes on a lot more than you have shoes on during the day. That's just what it is. If you're in the house, don't have no shoes on. None. Not even really moccasins or nothing. Just, flip-flops in the house. And as long as you can have them, I know you can't hit the streets with Crocs, but just try not to have shoes on. Only have shoes on like a couple hours a day. Just don't. That's what's messing up our feet and our walk and everything else. Not connected to the ground, not connected to the earth. But yeah, don't try not to wear shoes as much. Even if you got some nice shoes. I think I got a pair of Gucci's. How many shoes I got? I don't know. I try not to keep as many. Red bottoms, Gucci. I'm trying to think what's the most shoes I get. Probably Nikes. I don't even wear Nikes like that. I wear Adidas. No, Adidas is my number one shoe. As far as like casual wear, I think Adidas is that's my number one shoe. Where I have a lot of more Adidas. It used to be Puma. I used to have a lot of Puma, but now I got more Adidas than anything. So more Adidas, maybe a couple of Pumas, a couple of Nikes, Clark, Gucci, what else? Just here and there, some miscellaneous. Couple other ones like that. Everybody say Versace robes and Louis backpacks. You hear that, Eagle? And Lala T. And y'all sure need to loan some. Loan us some money. Exotic weed and stuff. Yeah. They, y'all sir, smoking the gold lace weed. Him and Lala D, they special, man. They both of them is special, man. They ain't like us, man. Me and Derek need to borrow. Yeah, Derek, what we need a loan for? We need to get that loan. Y'all sir, you and Lala need to come up with that loan for me and Derek. We trying to come up like y'all, man. We trying to get that come up. Shit. Hit me and Derek with that Go Fund Us. How you call it? We can't call it. We can't call it. It's Go Fund Us. Cause we can't do. We can't. I heard you can't really start an account for yourself, right? Yeah, you need to hit me and Derek with that Go Fund Us. We need that Go Fund. So we can get up there with y'all, man. Go Fund Us. They call it the Go Fund Us. Ego and Bailey's poor man's try to come up. That's what y'all can type hashtag Ego and Bailey's. Poor man's tried to come up. Go Fund Us. Y'all hit us with the Go Fund Us. Yep. Lala D crying. Derek crying. Y'all sir crying. Yeah, I like the New Browns too. Y'all start crying at Lala D, and Derek Brady crying again. Yeah, y'all gotta hit us up, man. Y'all on that new level, man. Y'all on a new level. But hey, look out for the fights. Hopefully we get some nice, exciting fights. I didn't ask you guys who you guys got with the Kalnacki fight. Nobody wants to. Oh, okay. I think Derek said he got Demirezin. I got Kalnacki. I just trust him. I don't know why he has to throw more hands and stuff, but I remember the one fight that impressed me with him was him and Ayala. That's the kind of fight they was banging in there, and I don't know. Maybe it took something out on. I don't know. It's American, man. Come on, you got to go with American made. But anyway, my shout out to all the real people that I see. And my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. That's right, Eagles Red Boxing Friday Wrap It Up. And Derek and them, they kept me hostage for a little while. Lala D coming late. I appreciate y'all coming in. Appreciate Lala D coming in late. Y'all sir coming in late. But anyway, so we covered most stuff. Ryan Garcia, I covered that. And I covered some other little small stuff. The Patterson and Peterson, y'all check them out. Let's just start getting some more scholarship when it comes to this boxing and just life in general too, because they hid the Patterson from us, man. They hid the Frederick Patterson. They hid him from us because, like I said, I'm today's years old. Just finding out about him, it's like, wow, you guys just hide everything, make it seem like we didn't do nothing, like nobody did anything, and you got all these people out who's done positive things and made this world better. No credit. What kind of people just give no credit? It's like, how you people do that? And you guys continue to live that life. They continue to live it like it's nothing. No, well, we're sorry. I can't even go with the I'm sorry's no more. For me, I can't listen to the I'm sorry's no more. To me, because you're full of shit. You're lying. Go ahead, Lala D. She said I got. Go ahead, Lala. She's Derek Ray said Kalnacki need defense and head movement. He does get hit. Okay, y'all hold on just 1 second before we get out of here. Lala D got a question, but she's talking to me. I guess y'all family enough to hear it. She wants to just ask a question. Go ahead, Lala. Okay, I'll ask the question next time. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got enough time to answer a question. That's just your way. Yeah, we're all good. No panic. Yeah, go ahead and ask. That's y'all's way of keeping me hostage up in here. Y'all know what y'all doing. Frederick Patterson. So look at Frederick Patterson, 1871 to 1932. Wasn't long lived. You know what I mean? But we never know. I got to do the research on him because I want to find out what happened to. This has to be one of my researchers going to the library. I had to find out what happened to his company. I got to find out what happened to his bus company. There's something else to get mad at YT for. That's how we do. Yeah, look at Derek. Oh, militant ass Derek. Derek said, "Oh, that was then, and it has nothing to do with me." He said, "Bullshit." That's the first. That's the first line. You're right though. That's the first line of defense, brother. That's the first line. Derek, right? That's the first line of defense. Oh, that was them. Oh, I apologize, and you get some little shitty apology. Oh, we apologize. What can we do? It wasn't us. But then when you make sense to somebody, then they don't know how to handle it. See? When you say something like, what's the statute for murder? What's the statute for murder? Well, your great-grandparents and your grandpa, because they have the records, some of these races still have the pictures of the so-called black man and black boys hanging in their house. They keep it. They got the postcards. They may even have some of the furniture. They got the furniture that's stuffed with the hair. They have the furniture and shoes that's made out of the skin of the slave and everything else. Right? But it's not them. So guess what? In your possession, you have something. You have evidence of a murder. You have evidence of somebody who was murdered. You have the evidence in your house. So guess what? If you have something that's from somebody that was murdered, then hey, what's to say that you wasn't a person that was compromised with that situation just because you're younger? What are you doing with this? That's the murder weapon. What are you doing walking around with a murder weapon? Let you walk your ass around with a murder weapon and see what's up. Okay, a lot of D is right back. Yeah, but you're right though. With that was then what now what you get? That's whole different shit, Derek. You're my pal, Derek, aren't you? You can be my neighbor. Now you want to bump elbows with you and shit. A lot of these say, okay, so here's my question. My job sent me on the training for 1 week, so I met people from all over the country. Only 8 of us. He said the training was downtown for the whole week. When it ended, I got sad. Oh, why you get sad? Yeah, but they say that's what they say. Is that normal to get sad because of that? Yeah, of course. Because you guys was hanging out like family. And that's how I get. But I get like that with, like, when I go do celebrations, I'm always like that. It's like I get devastated. It's like somebody just took my whole family away. It's because of your connection with them at that time. With me, they are actually family because I'm missing them. I see them all the time, and they can't. As soon as they see me, they want to get hugs, and it's like when you hug 50, 60 people, and then I think what gets to me the most, though, with me is a little different because what gets to me the most is it'll be like the little ones, like the little 2-year-olds. I'm watching them grow up, and I would put them on here. I don't like to post kids because you got predators and shit like that. But I could show you guys clips. If it was something that was gonna just go down immediately, I would do it on a different forum. I would show the pictures and stuff. But some of these kids, I've known them. And I've seen them, since they was 2, 3 years old. I go out there and dance with them and stuff, and the families, and then they get older, and they just looking for me because they be looking for Eagle. Where Eagle at? They say, oh, we was looking for you, Eagle. We told Mom, go find Eagle. You imagine some little kids looking for me. I got my little twin boys that look for me, and they just they'll look through the whole. They looking everywhere for me. And these little 6-year-olds or whatever. They only 6 years old now. They got much bigger than what they was when I first tried to get them out there to dance. But yeah, they looking for you. Something like that touches you. You know what I mean? That's important. When you got little kids looking for you you got thousands of people out there and they looking for you. And I'm not hard to find. If I'm out, if you see me anywhere in the open, you're going to find me. I went to a graduation one time and my family hadn't seen me in a while. And Shit, my nephew spotted my ass half a mile away. There go Uncle way over there. I'm like, how? I said, how you see me up in here? He said, I seen your big ass over there. He's like, and he told my niece, he said, I bet there's Uncle over there. I said, sure enough, that's me. I said, Uncle, how do you see me all these thousands of people out here? You notice me. Because they just, we have that look. Yeah. But Derek, right? Yeah. But you'll be okay. Don't worry about it. Y'all just need to have another meeting. Y'all need to catch up. Derek Bay said give up some of that money they stole from everyone in the land. Yeah. But they always act like, see, the whole thing, man, when you act like some shit, like when you act like something that's tragic like that never happened, then there's really an issue with you. You really have a deep, deep problem. Because you only have a handful. I'm going to be honest with you. From my understanding, out of the last, and I've been trying to keep, I don't really keep up on this, but I listen on the street, I listen everywhere. I would say out of the last 10 or 15 years, that's about how many apologies I've actually heard from the white tea people. Is about 10. 10 that said, you give them anything they want. Give them reparations, give them anything they want. 10 people out of 10 years. What kind of percentage is that? If you did that into per capita or however you want to do the statistics, I don't care if you want to do a median or however you do it, 10 people apologize in 10 years. Somebody might have a higher number than that, but I'm stretching it out to 10. 10 people in 10 years have actually grieved a little bit, like, oh, that was sad. It was so, if anything I can do, but they still won't. Because I've seen them, even when it came, like somebody said, we're not going to ever get reparations. Is there anything you can give us? Any kind of reparations you can give us to the white tea people? And they give them like $1, quarter, or something like that. I'm like, wow, really? No, you can't help everybody out, but is there somebody in your neighborhood that you could help out? Can you help anybody in your neighborhood or somebody's close? The neighborhood over? Just go to the first family. Say you sorry. Give them all the extra money and jewels, whatever you have, give it to them. Say, I know you'll probably never get reparations, but we don't need this. And plus this money that we had that we're not going to use. And we feel that you guys could use that. Now, a righteous person would do that. Now, we would do that if it was just opposite. We would do it. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell the honest truth that for the brown folk, we would overdo it. Because we always overdo it. Because our mind is different. Our spirit is different. We always overdo it. So if it was us, we would overdo it. Are you sure you're okay? We'll make sure. Pampering the shit out of them. And you cannot get them to do nothing. Damn shame. Wow. Wow, you guys start up at like the end of the show for this kind of stuff. Yeah, postcards of lynchings. That's what it is, Derek. Postcards of lynching, all that. They used to, because they take pictures by the hanging bodies and everything. Oh, that's your grandfather when he was, yeah, they hung this N-word. Yeah, they stripped him down, cut his genitals off and did this. And, we got some of the thigh skin, whatever, we hung that up and cured it. And, we made a book bind, what do you call it? Book cover, made a book cover. I'm saying stuff that's facts. Because they used to use the skin for book covers, shoes, chairs, couches, and other things. Wall hangings. Mix the cotton with some of the hair. Put it inside the pillows on the couch with some springs in there. Stuff it in there. Now, to be honest, I don't know if this is 100% true, but you guys might want to check it out. Since we're into boxing and stuff, you might want to check this out. I think they even used to stuff the gloves with them. I didn't want to bring that up, but I'm quite sure. I'm so close to being 100% sure that I'm willing to say I'm 100% sure that they used to even use the hair to put in boxing gloves. Damn. This monster here. Derek Bailey said, "Oh, you missed him, Lottie D." Yeah, she missed him. She said, "Derek Bailey, I missed the routine and the teamwork." See, I told you she missed being with her people. Derek Bailey said, "I see." And then Lottie D back with the thanks. Derek Bailey said, "I give them the side eye with their so-called apologies." Yeah. Okay, I want everybody at home right now with Eagle. This is a new trend right here. So I see people do this. So I'm gonna do it in Eagle's web. So on the count of three, anybody that's in here, I don't know about y'all, sir. I don't know if y'all, sir, can do this, but on the count of three, I want you guys to give the look and see if we're on the same page. I want y'all to give the look that we give to people when they bullshit us. When certain people, like, okay, when white people bullshit us, when we know they bullshitting about something that they should be sincere about. Okay, I gotta take my glasses off for this. I want everybody so give the look. I want everybody to give that look that we give. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So if y'all's look was kind of like mine's, with the with the one cheek up and looking to the side like this, if y'all didn't give them the this MF and look, then y'all not on code. But if y'all did give them this MF and look, then we all on code and we all family. All right. But let me get up out of here, man. All right. I appreciate your question, Lottie. I hope I helped you out with that. Yeah, but everything's cool. You all good there. I miss you enough that you need to be in here a little bit more. Derek said, Derek got the eyes up like, yeah, this one. Yeah. If you didn't give them the this one, Uncle Look, then we ain't family. We need to work on being a better family. Yeah. Yeah. Derek Bay said, yeah, that's the part of the problem, being too nice at the wrong time. That's what gets us in trouble, because we still got people protecting them. Yep. There's a book called Delectable Negro about white people eating black people. And matter of fact, I didn't want to bring that much up, but Derek brought that up. There's actually a cookbook too. They have a cookbook on how to cook blacks. What parts of the meats is good to use to eat, all that. They eat it. They're cannibals. They something else. Man, I don't know where I live, man. I live in just the evilest place, man. Derek said, right, he said, this motherfucker. This motherfucker. You have to give him the this motherfucker look with the hands. Now, if I said do the hands, if you was on code, everybody would have did like this. Like, this is what we all would have did with the chin up too. With the chin up in the eyes like this. This. Because when you do this, everything goes up. All right. Let me see if Lala got, and then we're going to get up out of here. Lala said something. She said when people, she said white or black start putting themselves on the back because their people worked hard as immigrants in the USA. She said, I get annoyed. Said people were murdered for their opportunities. Yeah. And just like I just brought up right now when I was bringing up about the guy. So I haven't done the research yet. So I'm giving everybody a chance with Frederick Patterson to find out what the hell happened to his company. Company and everything. So you guys go ahead and research that too. So we have a lot more to be still angry about when they act like the anger shouldn't be. Why shouldn't the anger still be here when you still doing shit? But this is what people don't understand is they can't stop doing shit. They cannot and will not stop doing shit. They will not. That seed has been passed on. That murderous, evil type of seed has been passed on. Do I think all of them are like that? No. Do I think all of them might have the capability of being like that? Yes. Some of them have the gene to suppress. They can suppress it down. But let me do some more researching about this DNA, man, to find out. To all my people that are above DNA, all my people that are DEA, and has nothing to do with the legal term that you look at it, has nothing to do with, law enforcement, but the people that have higher than DNA. So we're gonna have to give ourselves a new name. Once we can get the research done, we're not DNA people, we are DEA people. And that puts us above everybody. No, we are the people of DEA. Not DNA. We're the people of DEA. We're higher than DNA. Wow. If people start talking like that, that'll kill them. That now they won't even. You understand? Do you understand if it's something that they can't fit themselves into? If it's something that they can't say that they have too, that kills them. As long as they say, "Oh, we're all the same. We're all people. We're all this. We're all that," and they can say stuff like, "Oh, DNA is just different, recessive and all that." Yeah, anybody can have recessive, but if you leave them out the conversation, if you really do have a whole different set of rules for your DNA, which is DA, if that's the truth, that kills them. We're not even on the same DNA level. That kills them. But anyway, I appreciate you guys' questions. I appreciate, I know that you guys always like to hold me hostage on Fridays, but I appreciate it anyway. It was a good chat. There's not a whole lot of fights, and we picked like 3, 4, 5 fights that we got coming this weekend. You guys have a blessed weekend, and just look out for yourself. Make sure you check up at the sky at least twice a day. Look at that sky at noon, and look at that sky right before the sun goes down. Make sure that you guys aren't about to get flooded or nothing like that. Right? I'm going to catch y'all, man. Derek Beatty again. Let me catch Derek Beatty. Said, right. Why don't I burn up in the sun? That's what I asked him. That's an easy one right there. We always say that. Yeah, we the same. But I ain't burning up in the sun. Sunscreen. Why was I born with sunscreen and you wasn't? Okay, let's stop, man. Let me get out of here. We got to do another forum, man. I'm going to catch y'all, Derek. If y'all need to inbox me, y'all go ahead and send me an email or something like that. We'll talk about it. Yeah. Yep, I see you. Ciao, Lala. Ciao, heart. That's unfair. Yeah, Marion, you got to get in a little bit a little bit earlier. I see you just popped in. I was closing out. You gonna have to just look at the replay or something like that. Catch what you like. Oh man, I'm so late. Yep. Peace to you. Peace to all the gods and goddesses out there.